Welcome. Have you ever wondered how one gene can cause multiple, seemingly unrelated traits? Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of pleiotropy, a phenomenon where a single gene influences multiple phenotypic traits. For example, think of sickle cell anemia, a genetic disorder caused by a mutation in one gene, which not only affects red blood cells but also impacts blood circulation, pain episodes, and even malaria resistance. Isn't it amazing that just one mutation can have such widespread effects? That's the power of pleiotropy. Let's explore how this happens.
Let's explore the fascinating concept of pleiotropy, where a single gene influences multiple traits. A well-known example is sickle cell anemia. The mutation in the HBB gene affects the shape of red blood cells, but it also plays a crucial role in malaria resistance. The mutation causes abnormal hemoglobin, known as HbS, which leads to sickle-shaped cells. This can result in severe complications like pain crisis, anemia, stroke, and even organ failure. But there's an interesting twist. The same mutation gives carriers protection against malaria. In areas where malaria is common, this gene offers an evolutionary advantage, which is why it's prevalent in regions like sub-Saharan Africa. Understanding pleiotropy helps us grasp how genetic diseases are interconnected and how they evolve over time, highlighting the complexity of genetic inheritance. So, how does one gene cause so many effects? The answer lies in genetic expression. In pleiotropy, the gene might produce a protein that plays a role in multiple biological systems. For example, the HBB gene in sickle cell anemia affects not just red blood cells but also blood flow, oxygen transport, and even immune responses. The gene's protein can interact with various cell types, affecting multiple pathways and biological functions. These broad impacts are what make pleiotropy so complex and so powerful in shaping an organism's traits. It's like a domino effect. One change in a single gene triggers multiple downstream effects that impact various systems in the body. Imagine how interconnected our biology truly is. Let's look at how pleiotropy impacts human diseases. A great example is cystic fibrosis, a disease caused by mutations in the CFTR gene. This gene affects the production of mucus and sweat glands, leading to respiratory, digestive, and reproductive issues, all from one single gene mutation. This illustrates how a genetic defect in a single gene can have widespread consequences across multiple systems. The disease doesn't just affect one trait, it impacts the entire system. Understanding pleiotropy is essential when diagnosing and treating genetic disorders, as it helps doctors grasp the full range of symptoms that might appear. Now, let's step back and think about evolution. Pleiotropy plays a crucial role in natural selection. Sometimes, a trait that seems harmful might actually be beneficial in certain environments. Take sickle cell anemia again. While the sickle-shaped red blood cells cause severe health problems, this trait offers a survival advantage against malaria. So, the mutation persists in regions where malaria is common, despite the disease's harmful effects. This is how pleiotropy shapes evolution. It creates a trade-off where a gene can provide both advantages and disadvantages to survival. What makes pleiotropy so fascinating is its involvement in genetic disorders. Conditions like Marfan syndrome, caused by mutations in the FBN1 gene, are pleiotropic. The mutated gene affects the connective tissue, leading to symptoms in multiple parts of the body, such as long limbs, heart problems, and vision issues. These kinds of genetic disorders reveal how the genetic code that governs our physical traits can have profound, multifactorial impacts on our health. It also highlights the complexity of inheritance, where one gene can affect a whole range of different systems. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today. Pleiotropy shows us how a single gene can have multiple effects on different traits, from sickle cell anemia to cystic fibrosis. We also saw how pleiotropy shapes evolution by presenting both advantages and disadvantages in different environments, and how it's important in understanding complex genetic diseases. It's truly amazing how one gene can create so many effects, don't you think? This is why studying pleiotropy is so important. It helps us understand genetic inheritance, diseases, and even the evolutionary forces that shape life on Earth. I hope you now appreciate the wonder of pleiotropy and how it connects the microscopic world of genetics to the vastness of evolutionary biology. See you next time for more fascinating biological discoveries.